I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here in the Cotswolds with the Cotswold Group's Rupert. Rupert, yeah, I've really witnessed just moments ago this machine actually operating here and taking some trees down that are next to some live wires, and basically really impressive. And I've spoken to your operator as well. Tell me a little bit first about the Cotswold Group, and then let's talk about this machine and your investment moving forward.
So I started the company in 2016, and it was just myself and one other. And from there, I bought a tree shear because I'm more into my machines than I am, which is a bit bad to say. But bought a tree shear, and we hired a digger for the first 2 years, doing a lot of willow pollarding down the Thames. And then from there, we got more and more work, so we decided to buy our first JS 130 from Holt JCB and financed through JCB Finance.
Okay.
Suddenly realised we got picking up a lot of traction. Bought another machine, which was a 140X, and still with the TMK tree shears. When we moved then from the 140, we went to the 150 to have more weight.
Okay, because of the size of trees, you can actually get that counterweight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Piece, yeah.
Then we decided to move on to the grapple saws. So you're holding the tree first and then sawing it down, so you're a bit safer.
Yeah.
Especially on the roadside, we do a lot of roadside work. You know, there's a lot of ash dieback in the country at the moment, and that's a large part of our business. So.
Right. Okay. And so we've got the machine here, the latest, with the full ROPS and FOPS and the attachment that you just talked about there as well. We've also got the Rototilt on there, and that really does make it a bit of a game changer, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like having hands on the end of your arms. You know? You can't do without them. To manipulate a tree, to get into those spaces where you wouldn't get to with a conventional digger, you have to have a Rototilt. It's
impossible not to do it any other way.
Yeah.
And so you talked about the journey there. So you rented equipment and you bought equipment and you started a relationship with JCB through the dealer Holt JCB.
Yep.
I talked to your operator earlier, and what was interesting is he said, I get phone calls from the service guys to say we've had a LiveLink alert that we need you to look at something, or we're going to pop down and check it out. And so that was strange for me, because you normally go, you're normally actively having as an owner phoning up and trying to find out what's going on. And it's a different relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, there's so many moving parts in the business. I would like that the machine operators look after their own machine.
Yep.
So Holt JCB will ring them instead of the office, because they know where they're going to be. They get their diary, they know where they're going to be for the next job, so they can plan their service.
Yep.
And if there's anything wrong with the machine, instead of ringing the office to ring Holt JCB, they just ring in, they know the service manager, and they just get it sorted. And between them, it's a great relationship. And it just happens without me knowing. I just get a bill maybe at the end of the day, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing about, the service element. So if something goes down, it's all about uptime here. You've got this machine in this location, it then has to leave here. You're not going to leave this here to somebody else to carry away for you. And you've got a certain amount of work to do every day, haven't you?
Yeah. The machines are booked in, and the customer wants us on site from 7:30. They don't want to see us leaving until 4:30, 5 o'clock. So that machine's got to be busy all day, which they are, which is great, and they've got backup of chainsaw operators. But the good thing about our customers is that we're true to our word. If a machine's going to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be there, and they can see on LiveLink that it's arrived. And if they want a report, we can put the whole report together for them and say, right, this is where you're spending your money.
Right.
It's really transparent. Yeah.
So you're actively using LiveLink to show your customers, and also almost get that that invoice is like we've been on. By the way, here's the little add-on to the invoice to say the hours that we've been on your site.
Yeah. And so when we put an invoice or a quote together, and we're saying right, the job's going to be X amount.
Yeah.
This is including transport, and if they want a bit of a breakdown at the end, because all of our biomass comes off the bill, so and they say, well, how have we got to this stage? And I can go, right, well, the machine was at this location before your job. It's taken so long to get to you. And then it started and stopped on each day, and the guys have been there, and you can see the progress. And it just kind of opens them up how much, this game's expensive. And it just opens them up to say, actually, it's worth every penny.
Yeah. And what's interesting is you've mentioned that biomass element there. So what you're doing is you're not just chopping down trees and just chucking them in the side to rot, or to be nature with nature's habitats. There's too much of it over here to do that.
Much,
so you then go in processing that and turning it into energy.
Yeah. So we've got a big large chipper that comes through. We'll chip all the brash waste wood, if you like, into a G50 or G80, or depending on where it's going. And all those chips go to a chicken farm or biomass station, wherever it's going, and it produces heat or energy.
Yeah.
Going back in, so nothing's wasted, if you like. Yeah.
And so what was interesting when I talked to you earlier is we've got this machine. It's a JCB. It's financed by JCB Finance, and that's great. And everybody thinks, well, they just finance JCB machines, but you're actually got some very specialist machines as well that are actually financed by JCB Finance as well, aren't they?
Yeah. From the beginning, Dave and I have had a good relationship, and without Dave Crosby's input to this business, I honestly don't think we would have got here today.
Really?
Honestly, he's been pretty sound from the beginning. And when I've come up with some ideas, he's like, "Oh, let me show you how is it going to work? Where's the work going to come from?"
Yeah.
I can produce all this, and then can say this is our schedule for the next 6 months. Here's our monthly management report, and from there we can I can normally persuade him to let me spend the money.
And with that, I guess from your perspective, there's then one bill. And do you go for the extended warranties and things like that? I mean, the shear is obviously funded and other things like that as well through finance.
Get as much warranty on them as possible, as much as they'll give us, because we do, easily 1,000 hours a year on these machines, probably more. And the great thing I like about JCB Finance is that I can see on the JCB Finance website, you can see every product that you've got, how long you've got left, when's the next payment. Honestly, it is probably one of the best finance companies out there.
And so that allows you to make decisions.
Yeah.
So
you're
seeing the costs, you're seeing something coming close to warranty or whatever, but it's been a good machine and you might keep it for a bit longer, or the trade-in then follows. As you get bigger, and you've got bigger with machines, you're able to take on different types of work, which is more profitable as well, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, these machines they don't use a lot of diesel at all.
Oh,
if you're charging this out at X amount a day, and you're only going to use 250 litres a week,
wow,
that is pretty impressive. Especially when we're running big chippers that do 750 to 1,000 litres a day.
Yes.
it's a big game changer. But these machines are very economical, and we're really pleased. Really pleased. So,
next steps for you to continue to grow the business and invest, I take it.
Yeah, so we are buying another machine, similar size. We did think about going for a big 25 tonne or 28 tonne, but it was coming in at about 28 tonne, and we're not quite there yet. We're not we're still a small business, trying to get make our footprint in the ARB world. So we're going to go for another same size machine as this. And keep the workflow coming in. It's just
fantastic.
Keep trying to find it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, folks, here in the beautiful Cotswolds, where people are still going to have their electricity because the trees are not going to fall into that line, thanks to you and the team taking them away. Great to meet you, and fantastic to see how a small business like yourself has built a relationship with an organisation that's really, really big, and you wouldn't expect that level of service, for people to bypass you, the boss, straight to the team in there to sort out problems and things like that. Relationships really are very important, aren't
100%,
they? You mentioned a new machine, and I think you're actually going to tell me that you're going to be one of the first to get a brand new machine from JCB that is launched.
Yes, we have ordered a 145.
Oh, and 145, folks, the new JCB that's been launched recently. Why the 145 then?
So, as I said earlier, we do a lot of roadside work, and the 150 is conventional, so they've got a large
large bum, exactly.
This is 145 XR, so it would be a zero tail swing.
Right.
Same power, same output, nice, tidy, compact machine. It's a no-brainer for us with our low loaders. It all fits into the same price bracket, so we know how to price it on per job, and it doesn't matter which machine goes to which job. If we need to move stuff around, one needs service, we can put one in. If one breaks down, put one in. It's same all round. It's good choice for us, I think.
But then it's all about safety.
Yeah.
And that's critical, to meet the compliance on highways and things like that. But as we've seen here, safety and precision coming the way, and 145 same outputs and everything like that. Again, that's why, you know, the advances that JCB are making in the technology going into their products allows them to keep that hydraulic power, but in a smaller, more confined space.
Yeah, they're listening. You know, if we said something, mentioned a few things that we would like on a new machine, they listen, you know, and they do it. It's great.
Fantastic. Well, we'll have to see some pictures of that in the future when it arrives.
Definitely.
Cheers.
Thank you.